Such a sad sight to see. Yes, this is where my beloved Yamaha P515 once sat. It is now sold. Very happy with who bought it. I guess the good news can only be that selling one thing leads to... Okay, so let's get this bad boy into the studio. Okay, so this thing has come in 2 different boxes, as big keyboards do when they are shipped to us. So first thing I'm going to do is take it out of the big box. Ooh, shout out to Sweetwater. Candy. Ooh, ah. Okay, so lots of good bubble wrap here. Okay, so as you can see, bubble wrap around the keyboard. And it might just pull out with bubble wrap, which it does. All right. There it is. Ooh, ah. Hard to do in a small space, but we'll try here. All right. Done with the big box. Okay, here we go with the Hammer 88 Pro. Let's take a look at the box. All right, here we are. Got the Hammer 88 Pro out and ready to go. Now, let's open another box. Here we go. That new keyboard smell. Complete music production kit. I'll be the judge of that. I guess that's the complete kit. All right, here we go. Are you watching closely? Let's go ahead and put it on the stand. Still got the wrap on, haven't even opened the wrap yet. So let's make sure we have a good camera angle. Hammer 88. Now, I've not seen this before, but there's tape along the keys, very light tape. That's not a bad thing. I guess they just want to keep them even. Okay. It's also tape over the display, which is about the size of a postage stamp. And there we go. Now, I have not touched a Hammer 88 yet. I have not seen it in a store. I have not heard of it. I've seen it online, and I have not put my hands on one yet. So that's what I'm going to do now with some better lighting. So let's take a look and see what the keyboard feels like. Putting my hands on it and pressing the keys for the very first time. As you can hear, it's a little funky. It's very light compared to my P515. No wooden keys, just regular plastic keys. Very solid construction. A lot of up noise, a lot of noise that when I come up, I hear it. You probably hear it too. Here's the Hammer 88 action. You can kind of hear it. There's definitely an up noise. And of course the cat has to get in the box. That cat always has to get in boxes. A little bit of noise in the keyboard. It's very smooth. It's just pretty loud. Very thunky. But the action is very good. I mean, if you like a lighter 88 note action, now the proof is going to be in the pudding of playing it with Keyscape or Ivory or one of my other native instrument pianos and seeing what the feel is like and seeing how the control of the samples is, because that is the key thing that I sold my P515 for. I loved the feel. I didn't need any of the stage stuff. As far as a controller, this keyboard has way more of what I need in a controller than the P515 ever had or ever dreamed of having, but it wasn't designed for that. It has wheels, as you just saw. It has some really nice sliders. Let's see how they feel. Very smooth, and not at all. They have some give to them, yet they have some heft. So about perfect on that. Buttons are about perfect. Let's come over here to the screen. We haven't seen that yet. All the buttons, very solid. Here's the other thing I really needed, to be able to start and stop my DAW and record when I'm working from the piano. And then we have the pads, which all feel very good. It's going to be interesting how velocity sensitive they are, but they all feel really good. The knobs feel very good, probably better. These are a little lighter. The aforementioned Complete S61 that I am reviewing next, I do plan to get to that first before I get to the review of this Hammer 88 Pro. I want to use it for a while and see what it feels like, but so far I really like the controls. I'm not as crazy about the key bed, although it's not bad. And again, let me play it a little bit with some of the plugins that I have before I make a final decision. That's what I see so far before I attach it to Keyscape or anything like that. And let me go ahead and do that in this review, and then we can move forward later on with a more in-depth review after I've used it for a while. Okay, going super wide here so you can see me play. I'm gonna record the keyboard stuff on Logic so that I can then marry this up and you can hear what it sounds like there. And maybe you'll also hear what the keyboard sounds like in here. I did turn the power on. I'm not seeing any power except on the wheels. So I'm not seeing any MIDI response. Let me try the MIDI again, since Logic is just seeing it for the first time. There it is. Introduction, this keyboard. Oh, wrong keyboard. What's going on here? So, I made a keyboard that doesn't automatically attach to your system, your Mac system, updated Mac system. Not sure about that one. So let's see what it says in the quick start guide. Plug in the USB cable to the keyboard and the USB-A in into your computer, or into a USB hub, which it is. Okay, I found out what the trouble was. Number one, I was going into a USB hub that is very low power, and I switched to going straight into the computer, and it worked like a charm. Make sure when you're plugging in at least this keyboard, because my last keyboard was going directly into a secondary USB hub and it was working fine. This keyboard is not. Nevertheless, I really like all the things this keyboard offers. And now let's try and see if we can get it to speak to Logic. And yes, it's speaking to Logic. Now, let's call up Keyscape. Then we're really gonna see how this action, how this keyboard translates into Keyscape and other piano plugins, which is important. It's basically the whole reason why I bought this. Why I sold the other one and bought this. All right, this is going to be exciting. What will it sound like? I wonder if it works with Logic right out of the box. No, I wonder if I can select my DAW. The whole stuff. Good. And that's not supposed to happen. Not working yet. But let's hear Keyscape and see what it sounds like. Pedal issues. Okay, so this is an issue. I just bought this brand new MGear SP2. And I bought this brand new. And every other keyboard I've ever used, it's a universal sustain pedal. It's worked great. As a matter of fact, it's MAudio, and so is this. So I wonder why it's not working. Maybe I need to turn the keyboard off and on. Let's try that. Always turn things off and on if they're not working. All right. There we go. Pretty fun. My computer. I'm going to turn the sound off in here so I can amplify it and you can hear a little better what the keyboard sounds like. I will tell you though that I am not having problem feeling that thunkiness or any kind of problem when I'm playing the piano. Here's what it sounds like. Wow. Okay, so very big difference playing this keyboard and playing the P515, even though the P515 probably was a better constructed key bed. This and I bet I could even go in and fiddle with the keyscape controls and find a Hammer Pro. I don't know, it's pretty new. I don't know if they will have a Hammer Pro, but boy, it, so far folks, really liking this Hammer Pro. And it responds like a dream to keyscape so far. So let's end this right here. That's a look at the Keyscape Pro. I'm going to now take some pictures of it so you can see it up close as I play a little bit more here.